Everybody says they want to retire early, but nobody talks about what you'll actually do after you've cleaned out the garage, binge watched your favorite shows, and realized the dog is tired of being walked 3 times a day. That's when the real planning begins. Hey there, I'm Cheryl, your corporate country girl. I'm 3 years from retirement, and I'll tell you the truth. I've spent a lot of years planning the money side, but lately I realized I need to plan the living side. Because when you wake up that first Monday morning and nobody's expecting you on a conference call, what are you actually going to do with yourself? Today, I'm sharing 5 ways to really think about retirement because planning for retirement leads to living in retirement. Number one, reimagine your daily routine. Here's the thing, retirement isn't just about not working, it's about filling those 40 plus hours a week that used to be all about commutes, conference calls, and deadlines. I like to think of it like my farm mornings. You still need a rhythm. Instead of a morning commute, maybe it's a morning walk. And instead of a weekly team meeting, maybe it's coffee with a friend or joining a club. And here's the funny part, the first couple of weeks might feel like vacation, but once the new wears off, you don't want to end up wandering the kitchen wondering if 10:30 a.m. is too early to bake cookies. Trust me, it's not a bad thing to bake cookies, but you might want to plan. Number two, decide where you'll plant your roots. Some folks can't wait to move to Florida or Arizona. Others say, nope, I've got my roots right here and I'm not budging. For me, I set up my retirement living in 2020 when I traded the suburbs for farm life. And I've learned that location shapes everything, your social life, your expenses, even your hobbies. So ask yourself, do you want to stay put, downsize, relocate closer to family, or maybe split your time between places? And don't forget, moving costs money and energy. Over the years, I've moved so many times from state to state, city to city, apartment to house. So when I moved to the farm, I told my family, next stop is either the nursing home or the funeral home. Number three, prioritize how you'll spend your time. You've heard that old saying, show me your calendar and I'll show you your priorities. Well, in retirement, that's still true, but you finally get to decide what goes on that calendar. Do you want to volunteer, travel, garden, take classes, maybe even start a little side business? Some folks keep working part-time just for the social aspect. The key is being intentional. Don't just wait for the phone to ring. Build the life you want. Otherwise, you risk trading work burnout for boredom burnout. Number four, picture your lifestyle. Lifestyle is about more than money. Will you cook at home more, eat out more, or finally learn to make that sourdough bread everyone was obsessed with? Will you get more active or lean into more restful days? When I picture my retirement, I see more time outside, gardening, taking Cooper for longer walks, and yes, probably more cow watching. But I also dream of some far off destinations I'd like to see. I'm extremely lucky that I've been able to travel some over the past few years, but I've still got 6 U.S. states to check off my list to hit all 50. And my dream retirement trip includes Scotland, Ireland, and Scandinavia for the Northern Lights. Some folks dream of traveling the world, while others are thrilled with Friday night bingo at the local community center. Neither is wrong. If you're like me, it can encompass many different aspects. It's about your picture. Draw it the way you see fit. Number five, take key actions now. This is the practical piece. Don't just dream, prepare. That might mean paying down your debt, testing out new hobbies, or even practicing what retirement feels like. Try taking a week off work and live like a retired person. Do you love it or do you go a little stir crazy? That test run can teach you a lot. Also, start lining up your social connections outside of work because one thing I've learned from country living, community matters. Out here, if your tractor gets stuck in the mud, you need a neighbor with a bigger tractor. And in retirement, you're still going to need people, just maybe not for tractors. Retirement is as unique as each of us. Some will raise a garden, some will start a new business, some will finally take that cross-country RV trip. What matters most is that you think about it before the day comes. So ask yourself, what direction will you take? How will you prioritize your time? What will your day actually look like? And hey, if all else fails, you can always come join me on the farm. There's never a shortage of weeds to pull, cows to check on, and Cooper's always up for a walk. Thanks for watching, friends. If this got you thinking about your own retirement plans, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe so you can join me on this road to retirement. Because planning for retirement isn't just about dollars, it's about designing the life you want to live.